Hello there, everybody. Dank the Muffin Man is back today. Yes, to watch some Goblin Slayer episode 8. First of all, welcome to all you regular viewers, subscribers, and new viewers. All of you, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay here with me. Alright? Last week was quite the episode. I must say they definitely did a good job at making it look like the Goblin Slayer was dead when he really isn't. He can't die because it's too early in the game for that. He's fine. Alright, kind of interesting though that whole mission was kind of the mission almost failed because the priestess lost her composure. If she kept her composure, she could have kept the barrier going, but she lost it when she saw the Goblin Slayer on the ground. In any case, I'm quite interested to see what happens today. So let's get right into it, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. All right, yeah, the anime reaction begins now. Let me go. Okay, is this a flashback? Master, what should I do today? Oh, flashback. We get to see who was the guy in his brain. It's the guy who taught him how to fight. Is that a what? Is that a? It is a goblin. What? Is that a goblin shaman? A goblin is his master. It's in my pocket. Why is a goblin helping a human? I want more. I want to know more about that goblin. What? Is that current Goblin Slayer? Holy shit, the scars. He ripped. Well, that's the first time you've seen him with all his armor on. She slept with him? Oh my goodness. Did her breast size increase? With me and her? Not bad. What? By sharing the bed with a what? What? So she got violated by goblins? And she doesn't have her bandages on too. So she is blind. Or her vision is really bad. What the actual... Oh my... So she wants help to defeat the goblins. Oh, that scene. Damn. This guy has a goblin for a master. No, you guys still have to worry about the goblin champion that you let live. Yeah, he seems a little bit more caring. Normally he won't care.
きっと大丈夫ですよね。怪我はもう大丈夫ですか？無茶はしちゃダメですからね。
Yeah.
どうしたじゃありませんよ。ゴブリンスレイヤーさん、さっきからああばっかりじゃないですか。そうですよ。
He doesn't even realize he's being like cold to her. Why not?
だってこれゴブリンスレイヤーさんが最初に褒めてくれたものじゃないですか。
Oh my god. Just buy a new one.
これもう穴開いちゃってますね。買い替えた方が良くないですか？
いえ、修繕でお願いしたいんですけれど。
はいはい、修繕ね。
Even he says to buy a new one.
仕立て直しとかします？
結構です。
FBI open up
銀刀剣
a silver rank. He takes off his armor but leaves his helmet on. Just take off the whole thing.
級ですとお題の方がありがとうございます。
It looks so weird with all the armor. Yeah, he's definitely acting different though. With fire mixture and water freezes up really well. He's gonna use that to kill goblins, right? He's gonna use that to kill goblins, that method of freezing, right?
いいえ、ゴブリンスレイヤーさんがどうしていろんなことを知ってるのか分かったので。
He's scared?
好きにするって言ったじゃないですか。そうですよ。ほんと仕方のない人ですね。
Hmm. Okay, so they're going back underground, right?
もう少し
So
助ければいいのに。
is this specifically for the goblin champion that's still alive?
兜に羽とかつけてみません？オルクボルグ、そういえば今日はタイマスじゃないの？
He's gonna freeze it, right? Behold. What's that?
なんですか。
I've seen that monster before in other RPGs.
けど目玉だとは思うわ。
The hell? It's a creature of chaos. The flick?
名前を呼んではいけない。そういう類の怪物ですよね。
Gorgon's eye?
お前さんはとっことんブレんの。しかし剣能なのはまさにあの目玉で。
Oh my god, that's
あれはまさに分解の邪眼。
disintegrate. Why is that eye making human noise anyway? Let's go.
ごめや歌えやスピリット。歌って踊って眠りこけ。酒飲む夢を見せとくれ。
Hmm.
睨まれてなきゃざっとこんなもんじゃい。よし。
オルクボルグ、それ何？
Flower, don't breathe it in.
そろそろ術が切れちまうぞ。
Protection.
深き地母神よ、か弱き我らをどうか大地のお力でお守りください。
Oh my goodness.
口を開け絡めこれ相手に使えん
っていうか爆発って
火攻めでも水攻めでも毒気でもないぞ
そういう問題じゃなくってああもういいわ爆発しなかったらどうするつもりだったんです？
通路から弓
Shoot an arrow from the
正
hole.
気に戻る前に逃げるこれを死ぬまで繰り返す
Hmm.
手間だが確実だ
それ一番大変なの私じゃない。
お前さんにとっちゃ死活問題だものななんだって超えねばいつまでもかなとこのままじゃし
むしろドワーフがちょっと痩せるべきよね。
Oh my goodness.
このカップこそ
The bickering between these two.
さてそうすると気になるのはこれですな
What's this? Okay, guys. That was quite the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Alright. It was quite good to see the Goblin Slayer back on his feet this week. But first things first. Let me do a quick BRB. I need to talk about some things that happened this episode. I need to get my thoughts out. So again, thank you for watching, and be sure to catch me next week for the next episode of Goblin Slayer. If you want to stick around for my discussion portion of the video, feel free to do so. If not, well, I'll see you next week, okay? So the discussion begins now. Let me go. First of all, the very important thing I need to talk about. I would think that the Goblin Slayer's master would be a human, right? But last week, the thing I saw in his vision in the cave was him. And I thought that this guy was evil because it looked like a goblin. I think this is a goblin, right? He kind of looks unique. He has whiskers. He definitely he definitely looks like a goblin. I want to say he is a goblin, and he is a goblin that learned to speak. And for some reason he hates goblins himself. And is teaching a human. I am more intrigued as to how they met and the origin of this goblin right here. How did he manage to learn to speak as a goblin? Alright, if he's not a goblin, feel free to tell me in the comment section below, but I believe this is some kind of very unique, one of a kind goblin that manages to teach human. How did they meet? I really want to know how Goblin Slayer and his master met. Did they meet? I assume he probably, this goblin, maybe eh, he he knows what happens. He already knows what happened in the village. So maybe he met the Goblin Slayer in the village while it was all going down and witnessed everything. He witnessed the Goblin Slayer cowering in fear while his sister was being killed and violated by the goblins. So maybe they met at that night when it happened, and he, for some reason, was willing to help the Goblin Slayer for some reason. Maybe after years of being a goblin himself, he realized the monsters that goblins are, and he wants to help the Goblin Slayer out. I would really like to find out more about this goblin here by far. I want to know how he learned to talk. I want to learn his origins. He is so interesting to me. Also, it seems that I could be wrong, but it seems that he wanted to help the Goblin Slayer get over his fear of death. I believe that's what it felt like. Make him not be such a scaredy cat, I guess, maybe. Make him be able to act and not cower in fear when the time is needed. This was more like a test to change the Goblin Slayer's mentality. All right. But yeah, very fascinating character here. I want to see more of him. I don't know if he's alive or if he's dead. He could be alive. But yeah, I want to see more of this goblin. I can't say much more without going into long speculation. I don't want to make this video too extra long, so I'll leave it at this. But I will always want to see more of this goblin. All right, so for now, let's move on to the next scene. Okay, this is quite interesting. Last week, I was like, the Goblin Slayer's fine. He's not dead. But somebody in the comment section says he died. The Goblin Slayer did in fact die and is confirmed here. Alright? Apparently the Goblin Slayer did in fact die, but he was resurrected. And the only way to resurrect him is by sharing the bed with a maiden. A pure maiden who is in fact the priest, our priestess. If you share the bed with a maiden, it brings you back to life. Just by sharing the same bed with them, that is quite. So as long as so as long as the priestess remains pure, she could just bring back the Goblin Slayer. There has to be some drawback to that. All right, but yeah, this was quite interesting to see right here. But yeah, I'm going through this in parts because this scene seems like it's very important. Um, I'm trying to remember here. I don't write any scripts for my videos. I just talk straight from the head, right off the bat. Okay, I know I should most likely write a script, but I don't. I don't care to. All right, so it is seen here that the priestess is in fact blind or almost completely blind. She can make out some images, but she can't. Um, I don't know how she became blind. Maybe because of the amount of time she spent with the goblins in the dark caves. That could be it. She also confirmed with that too that she is not pure. She is not the version that you might think she is, because she was somehow captured by goblins, and the goblins did what they did best. They had their way with the sword maiden, and she most likely has hate for goblins as well. All right. It also seems that it seems that the goblin was happy that that our priestess was indeed alive. He did have a kind of like face of like his mouth looked like he was kind of relieved that she was fine. Um, so again, it shows that the Goblin Slayer does indeed care about those who are wrong him. Just he has a horrible way at displaying his emotions. Right? So another thing, right here, this powerful ass sword maiden reveals that she is indeed afraid of the goblins. She is terrified of them. All right. The goblins really did leave a mental scar on her. It really affected like her mentality. I'm sure that she is well capable of killing any like goblins that come her way, but her mentality might keep her from doing anything. All right. Also, I need to point this out. Maybe in the manga, right here, maybe they censored a little bit of this section right here, right here. Maybe they it felt like they probably needed to they wanted to put a little bit more emphasis on the bosom, on the breast, but they kind of and anyway, that was some nice eye candy in this scene. Um, but whatever, whatever. She is definitely quite the looker. All right. Again, she looks like our priestess, just older. But in any case, yeah, she basically breaks down in a sense in front of the Goblin Slayer, revealing how she feels about them. She wants help. She wants most likely the same thing as what the Goblin Slayer wants. However, she is too afraid to confront many like too much goblins by herself. Right? So we moving on. Alright, this section here, it definitely shows how much these two care about each other, especially the Goblin Slayer to the priestess. You can see it when he confronted the shopkeeper when he was making advances to the priestess. The goblin stepped in to 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 stop him. Um, Normally, I wouldn't think that the Goblin Slayer would really care that much, but again, he has become a little bit more caring in this episode. He's showing more emotions. He even admits, he even thanks the priestess for the help that that she provides. All right. Her protection spell alone has saved their asses a lot of times and kept them from death. All right. I can see why they're called miracles and not spells, because damn, that thing has saved the lives of the entire party. That protection spell alone. All right. So yeah, it was good to see this character building moment, and yeah, they have become closer friends to each other than they ever have been before. Right, and we moving on. Okay, and right here we have a battle with the Gorgon's Eye. I believe it's called a Gorgon's Eye. At least that's what I've heard that I must have been called in other RPGs I played in my day. Yes, I believe it's called a Gorgon's Eye. So yeah, um, the Goblin Slayer. I guess they kind of knew beforehand that there's a Gorgon's Eye inside here, and he bought this sack of flour. I think it is. I think it's flour, and he used that in conjunction with the Gorgon's Eye disintegrate to cause an explosion. Uh, so yeah. Also, one interesting fact here. He keeps mentioning the coal miner. Um, he says a coal miner gave him this information. All right. What if the coal miner is just his master, who is also an actual coal miner? Just he's not saying that it's the coal miner is maybe his master, or maybe it's either the coal miner is his master, or the coal miner is an actual coal miner who's providing that information to him. It could be either of those two. All right. But yeah, this last scene was a good action. Um, no doubt in my mind that they will defeat this Goron on this mission they have. I still don't know why. I kind of know why. I believe the reason why the high elf, keeps telling the Goblin Slayer no fire, poison, or waterboarding or water. Is because apparently they left out something from the manga. Is what I heard. I haven't read the manga or other source materials. I only watched the anime. So what I heard is that apparently they left out the section that explains why the Hayaf keeps talking about the no fire, poison, or water restriction on him. That's not really gonna stop him from slaying goblins though. I'm surprised he agreed though. Maybe he got bored of using his normal methods of killing the goblins. But why would the high elf want him to not use it though? I don't know why they don't want the Goblin Slayer to kill the goblins in that manner. Maybe they even find it's too brutal to kill goblins like that. Cause in episode 1 he shows that he will use fire to kill the goblins. Right? And he kept burning them in the cave in the first episode with his torch. Uh, but why stop him from killing the goblins in that manner? So will they get upset if the Goblin Slayer kills the goblins with fire to save their life? I and anyways, all in all, this episode was quite good. It was good to see finally. I didn't think that he was going to show the Goblin Slayer's master, and the fact that the Goblin Slayer's master is a goblin himself, which explains why the Goblin Slayer is so good at killing goblins, because his master is a goblin himself. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, boy. Oh, 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 oh. That was quite the interesting fact. Also, we really get to see that the Goblin Slayer did in fact die last week. So basically, the priestess is his Dragon Ball. Then, if they could get to a bed in time, she could just share the bed and bring him back to life. Of course, I'm going to assume there is a restriction. He no way in hell he could keep like being brought back to life. It's either yeah. It's clear the priestess said resurrection spell. Alright, so yeah, the Goblin Slayer indeed did die. That's why they made such a big deal. They didn't make it look like he died. He really did die. Oh my goodness. Which again shows that I can't say that the Goblin Slayer is OP because of his strength. He's OP because of his brain. Alright? And if that master is indeed a goblin, it explains why he's so good at killing goblins because his master is indeed one. In any case, guys, this was a good episode. Quite the fan service one in the beginning, yes, and it has action, fan service, and character building. What more could you want? Yes, I quite enjoyed it, right? So in any case, guys, we'll continue next week with that scene with the mirror. I don't know what's so special about it, but whatever. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if there's anybody who reached this point in the video, feel free to check out my Twitch. Feel free to check out my Twitter if you so desire. Alright. In any case, I'll see you guys next week for episode. Yeah, my Twitch is in the description. My Twitter is in the description. Feel free to do that. Yes, again, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys real soon, okay? Goodbye. So long. Yes, and farewell. Goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Farewell. Goodbye.